DVLA's hidden rule, the 1,000-pound trap for over 50 drivers. Another week, another scheme from the bureaucrats in Swansea. But this time, it's not about your car, your emissions, or your driving habits. This time, it's personal. It's about your eyes. The DVLA has quietly introduced a rule that could land you with a 1,000-pound fine if you don't comply. The target? Anyone over 50. Buried deep in the regulations, this rule is unknown to most drivers, hidden in the fine print, waiting to catch you out. You're legally required to report certain medical conditions or face a hefty penalty. And it's not just a minor inconvenience, it's a serious financial burden. They say it's about safety, but many see it as something else entirely. A stealth tax dressed up as regulation. The condition at the heart of it all? Glaucoma, a common eye disease that becomes more likely as you age. If you're over 50, you're in their sights. We already pay our taxes, our road fees, and insurance. And now, we're being fined for health problems. It's a bureaucratic trap, and thousands are falling into it without even knowing. Glaucoma damages the optic nerve, quietly stealing your sight, like a dodgy HDMI cable cutting out your signal without warning. It's often symptomless early on, creeping in unnoticed. Over 700,000 people in the UK have it, many without realizing. Here's the catch. The DVLA expects you to report glaucoma yourself, but how can you report a condition you don't even know you have? When it comes to driving, the government wants full access. Your health, your history, your ability to drive safely. This isn't optional. It's a strict obligation. Fail to comply, and you could face fines, prosecution, or invalid insurance. The DVLA puts the burden squarely on your shoulders. You're expected to keep up with rule changes and report any health issue that might affect your driving, even if you're not sure it matters. The list of notifiable conditions is long and growing. It's not just glaucoma or epilepsy. It covers diabetes, sleep disorders, even some medications. All of it must be disclosed. They say it's for road safety, but in reality, it means handing over deeply personal medical data, trusting that it will be handled fairly and not used against you. And the process? Pure bureaucracy, endless forms, confusing questions, and long delays while they decide if you can keep your license. Worse still, if you're ever in an accident, and it turns out you didn't declare a condition, your insurance company can refuse to pay out. Years of paying premiums, gone in an instant. You could face bills, legal trouble, and a loss of trust in the system that's supposed to protect you. That 1,000-pound fine is just the beginning. The real cost could be financial ruin, stress, and the loss of independence that comes with losing your license. For driving enthusiasts, the open road is freedom. But glaucoma eats away at that freedom, reducing your peripheral vision, making night driving harder, and slowly taking away confidence behind the wheel. Eventually, it can mean giving up driving entirely. So what can you do? If you're diagnosed with glaucoma or any other notifiable condition, tell the DVLA immediately. Your doctor won't do it for you. You'll need to complete a medical questionnaire, and they may test your eyesight before deciding if you can keep your license. Ignoring a diagnosis is not worth the risk. The fine, invalid insurance, or even prosecution could follow. But beyond the bureaucracy, focus on your health. Regular eye tests are vital, especially once you're over 40. Early detection can save your sight and keep you on the road. Think of it as a service check for your eyes, a small investment that protects your independence. Don't let red tape decide your future. Protect your health, your vision, and your right to drive. Because somewhere behind the scenes, there's a hidden rulebook for drivers, one that few people talk about, but that can cost you dearly if you ignore it. These days, being a driver isn't just about knowing the highway code. We're expected to be mechanics, lawyers, and medical experts, constantly checking our cars, our paperwork, and even our own health. It's a lot to manage, but staying organized and proactive is the only way to stay safe and stay driving. At the end of the day, the responsibility falls on us. No one else will check the fine print or update our records. It's up to each of us to stay legal, stay informed, and stay behind the wheel. A fine is bad enough, but losing your freedom, that's far worse. So play their game, follow the rules, book that eye test, keep your documents up to date, and make sure you stay in control, not the bureaucrats in Swansea, because it's your car, your eyes, your license, and ultimately, your freedom.